So today's routine is gonna be actually different. The only reason is every morning I wake up, I have my Aura ring. I check how much deep and REM sleep I got, which is I had a really terrible night. Woke up numerous times, couldn't sleep well. Certain times it would be super hot. Certain times it would be super cold. Then when I'm up about 5 o'clock every morning, I check my Morphus. It actually goes around your forearm and it checks your recovery. And based on the recovery, I decide how my day will be. You know, whether it's gonna be extreme, a lot of work or not, whether I'm gonna be training or do I have to actually take it easy. And my recovery was only 39%. So that being said, I have to actually limit the amount of work I'll be doing today, or even doing nothing, just trying to relax and recover. So because of that issue, as soon as I wake up, I take 500 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid, super powerful antioxidant to get your body going. The nice thing about it, it does help recycles vitamin C and vitamin E in the body as well too. I take True Niagen as well. It does support the energy level. And I take CoQ10. This is a liquid form. It's almost about 3 times stronger than your regular capsule size. And I take about 200 milligrams. So it's all about giving the proper support for your mitochondria so you can get your day started, but as well, hopefully within the next couple of hours, I can feel a better recovery. And feeling a better recovery will allow me to put a little bit more extreme work on my body as well. In addition to that, so my morning coffee would be still the same, but at this time I will actually add 5 grams of protein. So I will go ahead and break my fast. I wouldn't be doing an 18-hour fast anymore, just due to the recovery. And 5 grams of protein. The nice thing about it is, if you are still looking to lose body fat, keep in mind, you know, when you wake up for the first 2 hours, your cortisol level is at its highest, right? So it's catabolic. It actually breaks down muscle and it breaks down fat. But if you end up taking 5 grams of protein, you'll preserve the muscle, but you'll continue the body fat loss for up to 4 hours till your initial meal. And in my case, it will actually allow for the recovery to speed up a bit. So I ended up going to the market and they actually had a roast. Price is not bad, $15 or so per kilograms. We'll actually slice it up into steaks and try out the new barbecue. It's too bad there's no good steaks to try. Of course we got salmon as well too. So I bought this Biolight barbecue. We're actually gonna unbox it and get us started, see how it works out. we got the legs set up and locked. We got handles on the right side and a larger handle on the left side, just so you can actually fit the fan on the side. I thought it would be a bit bigger, but it's not. It's pretty good size. We're gonna put some wood and try it out. And keep in mind, this is does not run on propane or anything, just regular chipwood and pieces of logs. Like seriously, by far this has been the easiest to light up. So I put some dried pieces of log in there, and I pressed this little machine. I guess it does give it some blow some air. Pressed it to speed 2 and it's lit instantly. Check this out. That's super fast. We're gonna cut them out into steaks because the barbecue is ready. It's been going on for almost 2 hours and we're actually getting quite hungry. I don't have the perfect knife here to cut the roast, but we're using a fillet knife. It cuts nicely. There's a nice piece of steak, a couple ounces. There we go. There you go. This looks actually super hot. Hopefully they turn out good. We got the steaks. We'll put some salt on them, a little bit of oregano. And can't even hear the stupid thing go. It's not even hot enough. So I was able to lift the rack, but we lost some of the coals on the bottom. We'll give it a shot. It's our first time trying this out. Next time I should actually put a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. You know, it's never perfect the first time, but it doesn't hurt to continue trying, and I'm sure we'll get it better next day or so. So I couldn't wait till the steak cook on a barbecue because it wasn't hot enough and it was gonna take too long. It was gonna ruin the flavor. Even thought this is just a tough roast, but so what I did is I took it in and I fry panned it. So there you go. It looks not bad. Let's see how well it's cooked. Ah, actually looks not bad. It's medium rare. Overall, it's not bad. Nice flavor with the dried oregano actually. A little bit of Himalayan salt, that's all I've used. Cooked not bad and not that tough as I thought it would be. But the whole idea is not to overcook it. Usually I tend to eat a lot of the steaks raw, but I was actually looking forward to this one, testing it in the barbecue. We'll try it out again. In addition, there's no need to overeat, eat 2-3 pounds of meat. You can see the size that I tend to consume. You know, could be anywhere between 8, 10, up to 12 ounces on and off. I try not to overeat because at the end of the day, yes, you might feel the benefit of feeling satiated and feeling full of energy and so on and so forth, but is it really that healthy for you to actually overeat? You're putting your digestive system at such a high stress. And I think, you know, keep it minimal. 0.7 grams to about 0.9 grams per 1 pound of body weight. If you tend to do heavy activities or being out in the wild, such as myself right now and constantly working, being outside, yeah, you can increase it up to a 1 gram or a 1.2 gram per 1 pound of body weight. You'll notice sometimes I increase the protein quite high, sometimes I decrease it. It's based on how I feel. So definitely be tuned with your body. And just because, yes, this diet has been available for 100,000 years ago, right? But there never been real studies done on it. So let's not take too many chances and kind of continue testing. And that's what I tend to do on a weekly basis, or as much as or as often as I could. I like to do a lot of blood testing just to make sure everything is balanced. It's for my own good, and it's good for the audience that are actually watching this, where they know what to expect. Fixing some of the cracks. The problem is there's a lot of freaking water inside, so I'm gonna try to lift it and drain it all out, let it to dry. Then I can start working on patching some of these cracks, and we can possibly take it out to the water, test it out, see if it still floats. It's too bad. Yeah, there's a massive vent here. Look at this, it's all scratched up. I wonder if it's really true what my neighbor said, it could be a bear, because it kept coming over to the land quite often. I actually stepped on it. Just finished sealing out the kayak. The freaking plastic smell is so intense. It gave me a freaking headache. But we'll let it cure till tomorrow, and we'll actually test it out and see if it's good to go. Then maybe in the next day or so we'll test it out in the water, just to make sure it does float still. If not, then hey, guess what? It's gone for garbage, then I'll have to look for another one. Kinda sucks. So many things happened this year. I know I mentioned I'm not going to work out today due to my recovery. Kinda sucked. But I have this equipment that I bought a couple of years ago, hooks up to a tree for pull-ups and dips. And I haven't got a chance to do it since I torn my bicep 2 years ago. So found the tree that I'm looking for. Check it out, it's right behind me. I'm gonna get it all set up and I'll show you guys. This is it, by the way. I'll hook it up to the tree, then you guys can see what it looks like. I won't be doing many reps just because of my recovery, but we will in the next couple days. There you go, guys. It's all set up and done. Got it on a tree with the strap. Right now, the way I have it set, this bar up here, you can reverse it so you can do pull-ups. It'll be up that high probably. Right now I have it reversed so I can do dips, which is pretty neat. This machine was roughly out about 4 some years ago. I was supposed to become a distributor here for Canada, but we never came to an agreement. And I kept the machine, but didn't really get a chance to use it. I'm gonna try it out today and see how it works out. Look at this. Strawberries are starting to come out. Look how tiny they are. These are actually called bear strawberries, or you can go wild strawberries. Here in the next week, this whole field will be packed with them. Guess what I'm having with my dinner tonight? Some wild strawberries. They look delicious. I'm actually gonna have fish again. Wild salmon, picked it up from the store. I'm not gonna eat it raw again. Didn't look healthy enough for me to eat it raw. We're gonna have some blue cheese with it. Did use some herbs on top, some oregano, a little bit of a Himalayan salt, and a bit of rosemary as well, just to kind of give it a bit of a different flavor this time. Cheers. You probably noticed that I'm using the salt-free iodized. The only reason is I do that, it does have quite a bit of potassium, roughly about 650 milligrams. For some reason, when I do not recover properly or don't get enough sleep, that specific day, for example, as of today, I tend to get a regular heartbeat, and this tends to actually help it quite a bit. So finishing off our dinner with some wild strawberries, the ones that we picked earlier. They're super tiny, but they probably are super delicious. Seriously, these strawberries are freaking amazing. Look at them. They're so tiny, but they taste citrusy flavor. Not even sweet at all. You can't even compare it to anything else. Really, really good.